to race. Flag goes up from behind. Gates fly. They're off and racing from the 1,800 meter mark, and the start has got them in a pretty good line. William the First hit the ground running, was one of the first ones to respond. Right Royal Mo, the pink sleeves and blue cap, is also up there in a handy position. Settling on his inside is Willie John, who's got the rails running third. Then a further length back and running to Avignon, who's racing a good 4 lengths off the leader with Caramel Fudge, who's now racing away in fifth. Then comes Courtier Knight, the white sleeves and Cyclamen cap. That's racing a good 6 lengths off the leader. Twice the Masters, one from last. And last of all is Gentleman Joe, with about 8 lengths separating first to last, as they go past the 1,200 meter mark, and William the First is the one in front, shows the way by 1.5 lengths. Right Royal Mo's on the outside in second, racing alongside Willie John, who's got the rails running third. Then a further 2 lengths back to Caramel Fudge, who sits on the inside of Avignon. They're racing a good 4 lengths off the leader, followed by Twice the Master. Courtier Knight racing back one from last, switched off at the moment, racing alongside Gentleman Joe's last of all, with about 10 lengths separating top to tail as they start to quicken up the pace midway through the turn, with just on 800 meters left to go. And it's William the First, who's still in front. On the outside, Right Royal Mo, the pink sleeves and blue cap in second. Then back towards the inside is Willie John in third, followed by Caramel Fudge, who's racing alongside Avignon. Twice the Master. Courtier Knight switches towards the outside for a run, and Gentleman Joe last of all, as they made a beeline towards the outside of the track, and William the First is the one in front. Willie John still hard out at this stage. Deep out, Right Royal Mo is in full cry up the grandstand side of the track. Then towards the inside is Avignon. Courtier Knight is still travelling well. He's starting to make some late headway as they're into the final 300 meters. It's Willie John who's picked up the running, and Gentleman Joe starting to cut through the field like a hot knife through butter. It's Gentleman Joe that's hit the front with 200 meters left to go. Gentleman Joe starting to extend his lead. Willie John out the patch chasing with Courtier Knight, but Gentleman Joe is too good for them here, and Gentleman Joe is going to get there ahead of Courtier Knight. Then came Willie John in third, followed by Avignon. Then came Caramel Fudge, Twice the Master. As they turn for home, the runners made a beeline towards the middle outside of the track. You can see William the First is the long-time leader at the moment, but Gentleman Joe currently hidden, racing 4 from the left-hand side, the sheepskin noseband, the indigo sleeves and cap. He now starts to quicken up smartly into the closing stages, moves past Willie John. Courtier Knight is out the patch chasing late, but they've all got to catch Gentleman Joe, who keeps defying the handicapper and wins well into the closing stages. 8 Gentleman Joe, who kick-starts today's jackpot carryover in race number 5.
Thank you very much, MJ. We with winning rider, and great to be chatting to Corné Orford. It's my first honour and privilege to be chatting to you in the Western Cape at a revamped Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. Good ride from you, Corné. Well done.
Thanks very much, Brendan. He's a very funny horse. You know, as soon as he hits the front, I'm sure you saw. If it was anything that had a strong finish, he probably would have gotten beat. But very, very funny horse. You just got to place him where he wants to be placed and ride him with the hands as much as you can. Nurse him along, and he's got a very good finish. If he really wanted to, he could have won this race by 10 lengths, but he gets there and he thinks his job is done, and then he starts pricking his ears, looking around, but he won a very nice race today.
Just quickly, I see they opted to come to the outside, Corné, and I mean, you would have made your mind up, I'm sure, turning for home already. That's probably where you wanted to get some cover leading into the straight, and that's where it was going to pull him through. Yeah,
100%. I just wanted to be where they were going, and I needed to follow horses through and let him run through with them. You know, he's a funny horse. He wants to run through horses. So I was very happy to give him a chance, and then where they were going to go, I was going to just follow them through, and that's where they went. They opted to go. I think the track is good all over. The track's in great condition. You know, first winner here since we've been back here. So just a well done to Greg Bortz and his whole team. I mean, the place is phenomenal.
In terms of for the rest of your afternoon, is there anything else you like?
The fill in the next, she's going 1800 for the first time, school policy. She won a good race last time. She's been doing really well at home, so I'm expecting her to run a good race. You know, it's obviously her first run at the Maidens. We try under 18. She's bred to go the distance. Boogie-fied in the 1200. It's going to be his first run back. I think the 12 down the straight at Kenilworth is probably going to suit him better than the Durbanville track has. He could be in the first 3, first 4, and the fill-in last. She's another enigma. We caught her. We caught her right the last 2. She's won 2 in a row. She's got a bad draw, but she tends to like to come from bad draws and doing well at home. So I think my last rides could all be in the placings.
Corne, always good to see you. Well done.
Thank you very much.
There we go. That's Corne Orfer. Great to see him as always. He's a man that puts in a lot of hard work in the mornings, and great to see him come through and win a good race over here on Gentleman Joe. He becomes a 3-time winner from 16 starts. I'm going to get you back to that post-race interview. Well done to Mrs. Plattner. Well done to Mr. Nell. This one bred by La Plaisance Stud Farm, and certainly an individual that I think we can follow going forward.
Thank you very much, Brandon. In relation to Gentleman Joe, the son of Give Me the Green Light, Andre, watching the race, oh no, he's hitting the front. Is it too soon? Because as you and Corne have both mentioned, he's a tricky customer when it comes to the finish.
Absolutely. I mean, you saw it. I mean, if there's anything quickening up properly behind us, we would have been in serious trouble, because he does throw out the anchor. So, but he did it really well today. Well on to Corne. He's getting to know him much better with all his quirks and timing his runs much better. So it's all working out in that sense. Really pleased that the horse could back it up.
With regards to these type of horses, does it make it almost a little bit more rewarding when they come home successful?
Yeah, because it's taken us years to get. He's not a youngster anymore. So for us to finally work him out, it's very rewarding. He is an interesting character, so those horses we all enjoy working with if we can get it right eventually.
Well done for the win.
Thank you. I just got to say well done to Mrs. Plattner again. She also bred the horse at La Plaisance, so well done. It's one of her great big families that she's very fond of, and to my whole team.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's Andre Nell. As mentioned, Gentleman Joe is not that much of an easy character. He's got his quirks and tricks about him, but thankfully they've all managed to figure him out. And I think also just a testament to Andre Nell's trading style is as a 5-year-old, still ticking over well. So well done to Mrs. Plattner and La Plaisance Stud for bringing this lovely horse who looks like he's having a great time in his career for wide. So lovely win of race 5.
And our Hollywood Bets winning groom for race number 5 is none other than Mr. Poorman. Congratulations, Mr. Poorman is from Plattner Racing, as we've just seen from race number 5, Gentleman Joe. If I'm not mistaken, Gentleman Joe also won last month back in Durbanville, is that correct?
Yeah, it's right. It's right, because Gentleman Joe, he happy he win. Yeah, happy win, because last month he win 21. So, and now is win. He win. So he happy.
And Mr. Pullman, just shortly and briefly, how long have you been with working with Mr. Nell for?
It start 12 for I think 19 years now. He work for Nell.
19 years and still going strong. Mr. Pullman, Ben, can you please give Mr. Pullman his check? Our Hollywood Bets winning groom for race number 5 here at Hollywood Bets Kenilworth. More exciting racing to come.